Europe's top clubs have announced that they're launching what they're referring to as a breakaway Super League, which will be headed by the president of Real Madrid. Florentino Perez has actually said, he's announced that the move will, quote, help football at every level and take it to its rightful place in the world. Observers say this could be the biggest shake-up in the history of the European game, with a move criticised by UEFA as well as supporters across the globe. Now, for more on this, I'd like to bring in our sports editor, Simon Harding. Simon, great to have you with us. For those of us that have zero knowledge of sports, can you break this down for us, what this competition could look like?
Hi, Sanam. Well, as you mentioned, 12 founding clubs in a league that would have 20 teams overall. These 12 founding members, 6 from England, so Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Tottenham, Chelsea as well in that list, 3 from Spain, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid and Barcelona, and the big 3 in Italy as well, Juventus, Inter Milan and AC Milan. Now, the way the competition would work is you'd have 3 other founding members that are yet to be announced. Bayern Munich, PSG were asked to be part of these 15 teams but have refused, Borussia Dortmund as well, and 5 teams would be accepted on merit. They would then compete in 2 groups of 10, with the top 3 going through to the quarterfinals, 4th and 5th then playing a playoff, and then it would be a similar format to the Champions League as we know it now. There's, of course, a 4.6 billion investment plan by JP Morgan. That's where the money's coming from, and they are doing this because they believe that UEFA reforms, an announcement on the reform of the Champions League is due to go ahead today. These reforms don't go enough, which is why they have decided to break away. And as you mentioned, that statement by Florentino Perez saying he wishes to change football forever. And these are, of course, integral cogs of world football as we know it. Real Madrid's the most decorated team in Europe with 13 titles, Milan have 7, Liverpool have 6, and so on. So UEFA would be losing a massive part of its history, and they want to create this new league to bring in what they believe is a new era for football and new possibilities financially for football as well.
Changing football forever, that's a rather big statement, isn't it? Why has it been met with so much hostility, Simon, across the board? Not just among UEFA or football federations, but of course also fans across the globe.
Former Manchester City player Mika Richardson said that this rips out the heart and soul of football. And I think that's probably one of the best ways to say why people are angry, because this would change the whole scope of football forever. These 15 founding members would operate in what we can best compare to an NBA franchise, an American-style league where no one gets relegated, no one gets promoted. Obviously, you get a winner. But that means that they are given this right that no matter what happens, no matter how their performances are, good or bad, they're there. So where is the merit of, if you win something, you're rewarded. If you lose, obviously, you're punished. The idea that football is equal and open to everyone, that it's fair, because what if a team isn't able to qualify? There's a lot of stories in football that we've seen in the last couple of years, beautiful stories. Leicester winning the Premier League and going into Europe. Monaco winning the Ligue 1 and going into Europe as well. These stories wouldn't be able to happen, and that's why people are angry. People are angry also, supporters in particular, because this has been done without their consent, without their knowledge, and without their approval. The plans had been made public in the past. People had said, we don't want this to happen, and they've responded with a lot of anger. UEFA have said that they're ready to take action, whether it's eliminating these teams from current competitions, banning them from future competitions. FIFA have weighed in on the argument, saying that any player who plays in this breakaway league will not be able to feature at a World Cup. So where does this leave players and managers? Are they going to want to play for these teams if they can't play in the biggest competition in world football? And let's not forget that football is the biggest sport worldwide. It's the biggest sport in all of the countries here in Europe that we've mentioned, particularly England, France, Spain and Italy. So it is a move that would change football forever. Is the money going to be redistributed equally to lower leagues? Because we have this pyramid scheme in football where money trickles down. Is that going to happen? A lot of people don't think so, and that's why they're angry.
Hoping Cole Stangler will be able to help us with that. Thank you so much for that, for breaking that story down for us, Simon Harding.